I always believe that education is not always in classrooms. Education is on the streets. It's how you take it. Make sure you take the positives, and then you make it your own. So for me, I think that's what helped me.
Absolute legend, Larry Kingston, Heart of Folk in Ghana, Heart of Medulatian in Scotland. Black Stars play the AFCON, but never got to play in the World Cup. My name is Mutala Yakubu, back here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, because it is the Ghana Premier League, live on TV3 and on your TV. 11 Wonders against Basake Holy Stars. Match day 18, that is not the only game that will be played. A lot more games will be ended this weekend, because even tomorrow will be at Hohoy, where Hohoy United will be playing. So let me run you through the fixtures coming up in match day 18. It's 11 Wonders against Basake Holy Stars, and that is what we'll be showing you here. But tomorrow, it is Hohoy United who are taking on Accra Heart of Folk. Asante Kotoko would also be at home as they come up against Berkum Chelsea, a team that they defeated in match day 1. Aduana would face Karela United, with Mediema facing the Young Apostles. They are on top of the table, and we'll be looking at getting 3 points at Takwa. Bechem United will also face Bibiani Gold Stars Dreams. They have a date against Heart of Lions, with Swedo All Blacks, who are in some good form, also coming up against the Nations FC. Samatex will be at home at Insecure as they welcome Vision FC. That is for match day 18. If we can quickly go through the table and see how things are shaping up. We all know that Mediema, after 17 games, have taken top seed. They have 34 points, followed by Bibiani Gold Stars, Asante Kotoko also in the mix. Adriana and Heart of Folk all in there, with Samatex, Karela, Heart of Lions, and Swedro All Blacks following suit. By the bottom half of the table, that is where we have 11 Wonders, who are rock bottom with just 6 points. They've won just one game this time, and Basake Holy Stars are also 14th. But Sheikh, the teams have arrived at the venue, but I thought that Basake Holy Stars, 11 Wonders rather, would come into this game not feeling too optimistic. But you saw how they got to the venue. It looks like today they feel they could have a turnaround with this game.
You have 17 more matches to go, and when you multiply 17 by 3, or even 10 by 3, you have 30 points. Currently, they have 6 points. If they're able to get 30 points from the remaining matches, they get 36, and that will be able to move them at least from the bottom. They need a maximum or a minimum of 44 points to escape relegation. So there's hope.
And even with that, it would depend on the teams that are ahead of them.
Absolutely.
If they are not picking enough points as well.
But ironically, or basically, what they need is that if they are able to secure 44 points, the battle will then turn to the battle of goal differences and whatever it is. Yeah. But what I'm saying is that at this particular point in time, all the clubs know that this is the turnaround. And like I was saying earlier, it is a grudgy time. It is a time that you need to play physically. It's a time that you need more points than playing. So you hardly see teams play very well in the second round, but you see them picking a lot of points in the second round. And that is exactly what 11 Wonders will be coming into this game for. They have 6 points, no doubt about that. They are at the bottom of the table. But mathematically, they are not out of the season. Mathematically, they are not out.
That is the dressing room of 11 Wonders there. They've already sold one player, Frank Awari, in this January transfer window. How big of a miss would that be to them? Because he was one of their best players in this year's Ghana Premier League, despite their poor form.
No, huge. It's going to affect them. And you see, because of where they find themselves now, there is no time for you to work on a replacement to replace Aure. So it's going to be a huge blow to the team. However, the coach will have to make do with it, whether he is there or he's not there. At the moment, he is not with the club again, and you have to work without him. So the coach has a lot to do. A lot of thinking must go into it, and it must be quick. Because results at this particular point is very, very critical.
So they've used 3 different managers this season. They started with Neodati Lamti, Jaisa Pontikova, and Emmanuel Edu. But one coach who has made massive impact is Johnson Smith at Basake Holy Stars. Before he came in, the performance wasn't that great. The results were not coming. But he's been able to conjure some magic, and they've picked up some very good points on the road.
I think for me, it's time that we begin to show some respect to the name Johnson Smith. It's not today. Look at his time with Kotoko, his time with Karela United when he came to Nations FC, and then when he finally moved to Basake Holy Stars. You clearly see that wherever he moves, he's able to make an impact.
Yeah.
He's able to change the play of the team and grind results. And that's exactly what he's doing. If you look at the last 5 matches that they have played, they've been able to massage results from those 5 matches. They've lost only 1, drawn 2, they've won 2. And that is not even that. Ever since he came to the club, you clearly see his handiwork on the club, and there is a massive change in the way the team plays. So for me, I think that Johnson deserves a lot of respect from Ghanaians, and he is clearly exhibiting that on the field of play.
I think he's one man that doesn't do the talking too much. He does the talking on the pitch because his impact has been felt at every club that he's been.
Absolutely, that's what I said earlier. When you look at his journey and the clubs that he has, coached, you clearly see that Johnson Smith is the coach of the club. You may not see the pattern of play on the field, but clearly there is an impact from the bench. He's able to affect the team with his thinking, with his strategic, substitutions. And you see that at the end of the day, the team gives you the results that they want. When Holy Stars went for him, eventually the fortune of the club is changing. They are now 14th on the table. But when he went for the club, they were close to rock bottom. Same as 11 Wonders. 11 Wonders.
Yeah.
But now they've been able to move up to 14th position. And if he continues like that, you are sure that he's going to
Johnson
escape the
Smith,
relegation.
he is here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and we spoke to him as well as the coach of the home side, 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Edu. Both are optimistic of starting the second round on the right note. Coach, it's the start of the second round. Your team is bottom of the table with just 6 points. What is the plan to amass enough points to stay up?
The plan is just one thing. We need to work hard and get a hair out of that place because it doesn't speak well of us.
For a team that is looking to survive in the Ghana Premier League, you've already sold one of your players, Frank Awari. Why did you take that decision?
I think there was a need for him to leave, and every department accepted it. So I don't think it's much of a worry.
Now, with the players left, how have you been able to, what kind of conversation have you had with them throughout the week as the second round is about to start in terms of surviving?
I think what we're doing right now, it's a kind of motivation because the boys have been trying, there's something in them that we need to, discover. So we're trying to motivate them, let them understand the language. We need to be on the same page, and exactly that's what we're doing. So I'm hoping that something good will come out.
And what would it mean to get the results today against Basake Holy Stars?
It's about we going all out. We don't sleep. We sleep with our boots on. So we will get there. We are working very hard.
Coach, the team didn't start the first round very well, but since you came in, the results have changed a bit. What is the plan for the second half of the season?
Okay, I will continue what I did during the first round.
If you say what you did, what exactly did you do?
What I did was what you were saying.
But before you came in and had a conversation with the boys, what was the main issue of the team?
Okay, I think that they were lacking concentration, and then they played too much. And so I told them, and I psyched them up, and they started doing well.
Today you are coming up against 11 Wonders, a team that is currently bottom of the table. Does that make it easier for Basake Holy Star?
No. We are fighting for it because as the train has taken off, forward ever, backwards never.
Johnson Smith, head coach of Basake Holy Stars. I mean, we've heard from both coaches. There's one thing in common. Both are chasing the 3 points, and both feel that if they are able to get it today, it would breathe a new life into their team.
Predictably, I was able to read the minds of the coaches even when I had not listened to them, because I knew that at this particular point in time, it's a moment that can turn things around for both teams. Johnson Smith has been topsy-turvy with the performance of Holy Stars. He's been able to grind results in a couple of matches. So he is looking for consistency in terms of winning and in terms of drawing. But then when you look at Holy Star, 11 Wonders, it's not been like that. They've not picked the win in their last 5 games. But they think that if they're able to win this game, it will change the psychology of the team. And clearly, when you watch their matches, you can clearly see it, that it's not that the team is not playing well. Psychologically, something is wrong with the players. And they need that psychological hit, that psychological goal. And if it comes, if they're able to pick the maximum points against Holy Stars today, trust me, in their subsequent matches, you'll see a different 11 Wonders.
Well, both teams are lining up in an attacking formation. Both are going with the 4-3-2-1 formation. Today, they want to win at all costs because the 3 points are precious like gold in this game. For Basake Holy Stars, 3 points will move them further away from the relegation zone. And for 11 Wonders, even though it will still keep them at the bottom, it would be a huge confidence booster. The players are ready to come out and do battle. They are in the tunnel. So I hand you over to our team of commentators, Benjamin, Willie Graham, and Kelvin Owusu-Ansah. See you after the first 45 minutes.
Hello, everybody. It's a 3:30 kickoff here at the Legon Stadium. It's match week 18 of the Ghana Premier League, and 11 Wonders up against Basake Holy Stars. Not really a good story there for 11 Wonders in the Premier League. Now they hope to turn ambition into action in one of the most exciting games expected to see there. The players are already out there and looking forward to one of the most difficult moments there for 11 Wonders. It hasn't really been a very topsy-turvy times for them in the Premier League. 3-2 defeat there to BBN Gold Stars, summing up their woes in the Premier League this season, sitting bottom of the Premier League law with just 6 points there, and coming up against 14th place Basake Holy Stars, who certainly have also seen a tremendous improvement in their performance, and they come up here this afternoon against a side that is looking for some bit of redemption there. But the difficult story obviously will be how 11 Wonders will be able to move themselves out from the difficult situation they find themselves right now and get themselves back on into some winning ways there. It's been one of the roller coaster performances there for them, but it is going to be a story that will be told here after 90 minutes of football.
Well, it's going to be very much exciting. We're looking forward to the very best when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. But the flow from 11 Wonders will be very much not appreciated if they continue this second round. There's the start of a new round. I'm sure they'll be looking forward to picking maximum points here. A lot of negatives with the team, but hopefully turning out the right results could be very much pivotal to their success.
Well, 11 Wonders currently 18th in the standings with 6 points. Now coming up against their 14th place Basake Holy Stars, who have accumulated 20 points so far this season. 11 Wonders have struggled this season with a high 76% loss rate there. But for Basake Holy Stars, they've shown better form with 6 losses out of 9 away matches there. Very incredible performance there from Basake Holy Stars.
Well, they've been wonderful, and it takes a very good coach to bring that one out of them. The technical handlers they have been really positive.
Interesting story there for Basake. Holy Stars there, but 11 Wonders have made just 2 changes from their defeat there to BPN Gold Stars. Kenneth Owusu out there and replaced by Issa Mohammed, and Kofi Asamoah also out for Matthew Amponsa. 2 changes they've made, and looking forward to seeing how the team will be able to pick up the pieces together there and the response they want to give to this game against Basake Holy Stars.
Well, clearly, look at their team. The absence of Felix Okolo would be very much pivotal, and head coach Emmanuel Edu will be very much questioning how he's going to put together the team. But with Captain Emmanuel Boateng in that midfield and Mela and the likes, they should be able to match up in trying to replicate the solidity they had in midfield with Are, who has joined Swedro All Blacks.
Referee Latif Adari Abdul there will be assisted by Akogri Theophilus, and of course you're looking forward to Bulu Charles there, and Latif Adari really is one coach who's having his 5th game of the season, having already officiated 4 games in the Ghana Premier League. Basake Holy Stars enter this game with some changes there, with 5 players who definitely are going to sit on the bench there. Hagan Kofi is out for Elim Johnny, and of course also making some changes there with Lawrence Gatse replacing Francis Oteng. And so also not playing a part in this game there is Francis Oseo-Wusu, who is now in for Gideon Kwanzaa. And also having a change there is Gabriel Apia sitting out there for George Kisi.
Well, this is a very good team. Richmond Sumia definitely will be causing lots more problems. And under this gaffer who understands how to put together teams, the likes of Prince Chonebua, Kofi Hagan, and Gabriel Apia in that midfield are expected to create a lot more for Kwesi Kofi Gideon on the right-hand side of the attack. They're a team that builds lots of play down the flanks and get inside with lots of crosses. Hopefully, they would be able to get the better of this 11 Wonders team who haven't really proven enough defensive solidity.
Well, so you have a change in terms of performance in there for Basake and 11 Wonders. It's definitely going to be a very difficult moment there, but 11 Wonders in their yellow outfit and their bench are looking on to this game. So it's going to be a story where they intend to change a lot of the narratives. But the most interesting bit of the game here this afternoon is the fact that the teams have to work hard. Basake Holy Stars have also seen under 2.5 goals in 3 of their last 3 away matches there in terms of win rates in the Premier League. And 11 Wonders also do have under 2.5 goals that were scored in 1 of their matches there in the last 1 match against Basake Holy Stars. So in terms of win probability, there's those who are looking at Basake Holy Stars as a side that's likely to pick up interesting wins there in terms of how they've been able to put themselves in the Premier League. Well, 11 Wonders promotion into the Premier League was seen as a very exciting moment there for the side and of course for the fans. Well, so almost everything is set there for 11 Wonders and Basake Holy Stars, and this is a match where the home side is looking to change a lot of a narrative there, but at the Legon Stadium where they played most of their matches, the story hasn't really been exciting for them. They did have some incredible performances there. The side that is seen to have played emphasis on teamwork, often relying on collective efforts rather than individual stardom. 11 Wonders. They built a reputation of giant killers in the Premier League there, and so now they start the attack beautifully there in the box now. Wonders may have the first goal, but a very poor play there. And you definitely are looking to see how they were unable to get the first goal in this game.
That was quite poor there from Prince Chonebua, who was put through. Very intelligent pass, but the final delivery, that was quite disappointing from Prince Chonebua. He just offered the goalkeeper less stress in picking that ball up. Easy save any day.
Holy Stars looking to get the very first goal. I did speak about the fact that in terms of win probability, they look a side that might have been or may get a chance to get the very first goal in this game, and they have Prince Chonebua just stealing his way through the defense. Mashad by 11 Wonders in this game. Hakim Miller and Kenneth Owusu. The first corner kick of the day going to Wonders, being headed out there by Felix Akolo. Picked up beautifully by Boateng Emmanuel, but losing possession now. Now allow the captain for the side to pick the pieces. But Hagan Kofi also playing a part in the game. But you again are looking at how 11 Wonders are able to allow Basake Holy Stars to steal their way through the middle. And Desmond Champon also playing as the left full back there for 11 Wonders this afternoon. Go back to goalkeeper, Hadi Obeng. And of course, you're looking at Dubi Kasitechi also in there. Oh, he's looking for some fluid play there. Lovely piece of work now coming through from Basake Holy Stars. Now possession here, and again a very feeble shot there coming through from Emmanuel Kwame. Again, 2 attempts to get the first goal.
That was quite a very decent pass. You were expecting that Simba Sylvester was going to leave it for Emmanuel Kwame the first time. But poor communication between the two. Well, the scrap lacked that sort of power to beat goalkeeper Hadi Obeng. It's been quite interesting now. Holy Stars are spreading play. They're just running the ball through the channels, and 11 Wonders are struggling how to just keep this in these early minutes of the game.
Quality play now from Basake Holy Stars. And possession quickly picked up beautifully by Joseph Jumo. And possession back now to Holy Stars. And couldn't quite get to the players Hagen here. Spreading play down to the right-hand side. Again, not able to pick up the pieces as they expect them, but it's obviously going to be a very tough battle there between the two teams. Hagen here for Holy Stars. Possession back to Jacob Boisy, and now they have to spread play down into the defensive line. Quickly headed down by Kenneth Owusu. Picks up possession once again for 11 Wonders. And now here comes 10-shirted Emmanuel Boateng, the captain.
I think that lots will be expected from him in the absence of Arera. He has to drop deep. He's the most creative player in the team now, aside Arera, who's been transferred. Certainly judging from his performance in the Division 1 League prior to their qualification, was just brilliant. We've seen less of him this season. Hopefully he turns up as the club looks for a resurgence.
Wonders on the offensive. Ball quickly stopped in the tracks by Gabriel Apia. And here come the play from the wings from Basake. And again, looking on beautifully and trying to go around two players. Lovely piece of work, ball sent in here, but he's being stopped beautifully. Jumo. And Gideon Quayson was again moving in with a lot of wing skills and looking to hit the ball into the goalkeeper's path. Okay, was stopped there.
Well, he wanted a bit of movement from Richmond Somia. I didn't give him that option to make that quick pass. A clever interception coming in there from Joseph Adujumo. The right place at the right time to cut that supply.
You talked about the supply there for 11 Wonders going with a 4-1-4 formation. And Holy Stars staying on with the 4-2-3-1, expecting to have a lot of movement in midfield. And you have a very poor play there from Basake, where 11 Wonders. And Muna was expected to pick up the round there, but decided to stay put.
That was quite a poor pass there coming from Emmanuel Boateng, the captain. Matthew Mponsa was expecting it to go a bit wide.
And there you have them again, going forward, Prince Trinidad. Cutting in with the right. Trinidad again has been stopped there by Captain Emmanuel Boateng. Again, seeing too many of those works there by the home side. Haven't really created any of the chances expected in the game.
I think that was some clattering there into his man. Quite unfortunate. Ralph tried to pick up that ball, but unfortunately for him, he got into the path of Emmanuel Kwame.
Here comes the captain for Holy Stars, spreading play down the right-hand side. I was waiting in the ball there. to pounce on any loose opportunities. Simba Sylvester, but couldn't quite get to it now. William Dankwa for Wonders.
Was one of the most enterprising players. You'd expect him together with Matthew Mponsa to create lots of opportunities.
Here they come again with a chance. Muna hitting the ball down to the body of a Holy Stars player, and now they have to lose possession. And again, it's going to be a foul here.
It's quite a silly decision coming in from Desmond Champo. You're expecting him to be a bit quicker with that approach, but his first touch letting him down in the process. Very good gather once again coming in from Gabriel Apia. He's expected to do a lot more of the mop-ups in midfield. And he just distinguished himself with the first one there.
Here they go again. Again, defensive errors. That's been the bane of 11 Wonders in the Premier League. Basake Holy Stars have kept 7 clean sheets in the league this season, with goalkeeper Dubi Kasi Techi having 6 clean sheets in the Premier League. And here they go again inside the box, and goalkeeper comes out to spill it out, but Hardy gets back again.
Thanks to Simba Sylvester with his experience from Dreams FC, expected to get in a lot more of the quality balls. Good defensive work coming in from Kenneth Osubuache. Very much experienced. There's no way he was going to allow Simba get past him.
He was having some bit of a work, lot of speed. And Johnny Boy again leaving the ball down straight to Simba Sylvester, and as we pushed away for a throw-in. Well, in terms of the performance, the 11 Wonders have had some costly errors, and I really have extended to their 6 games in terms of defeating the Premier League with just 6 points from 17 games. They certainly sit 14th, and of course 13 points from safety. Certainly, there's a lot of gaps there in terms of how they intend to pick themselves from the pieces.
It's going to be quite a Herculean task. Because the Ghana Premier League, for you to escape relegation, you need to get at least a minimum of 41 points. They currently have 6 points.
Yeah, that's a surprise story there with 28 goals conceded, the 11 Wonders, the most in the Premier League.
They've been so porous.
And so far, Basake Holy Stars have conceded 12 goals in the Premier League. Well, the home form also offered no refuge there for them. So a win today there for 11 Wonders certainly will have to change a lot of their hopes in terms of how they stay in the Premier League. You know, teams are not really far away from relegation there in terms of the Premier League point build-up so far. In terms of those who are looking to win the Premier League title and those sitting at the bottom there, except to say the 11 Wonders, sometimes you might don't want to write them off, but it's a very difficult situation there for them, this team.
Well, it's quite unfortunate for them, is in as much as they may try to win games to pick themselves up, they're far off the other teams in the midsection and even close by the relegation zone. I'm not sure as you win, other teams will be dropping points.
So far, scoreless between 11 Wonders and Holy Stars. And again, it's been very tough in terms of how the 2 teams are looking to pick up their defensive strategies. Again, he's been one of the most busiest players on the pitch there, Prince Chenebois. He's got 2 of those runs, tricky runs into the box. Chenebois.
He's actually being the live wire for the team. Team loves to play through him. I think that was too much aggression coming in there from Obedo Fori.
Well, again, a diary coming into the shadows there, but the players have been able to deal with the situation. There's going to be a foul here, and there's a player known as Matthew Amponsa.
I think that is a bit of frustration there. 11 Wonders not allowing Basake Holy starts to flow like Johnson Smith expects. I think on the opposite side, Emmanuel Edo will be very much happy with the side.
Hakim Miller. Well, indeed, Hakim Miller was with Nante in Zone 1 last season and moved to 11 Wonders. He's been really one of the stalwarts at the back there for 11 Wonders. Chenebois trying to cut into the right there. And switching play down to the far side again. It's been cleverly cleared away. 11 Wonders. And that was a lovely piece of work there from Kenneth Owusu.
Also watch out with some quality play there. There was no way he was going to allow that ball get past him. Very good clearance there. Very unorthodox way of getting a pass.
Well, opportunity going into the box, a little cut back into the right and the left. And again, possession lost. Again, you talk about this game, and it's been really difficult and tight there in midfield, how the two teams are looking to move in. And Chenebois here, giving a chance. Chenebois cutting well. Oh, Chenebois certainly was trying to hit the ball to the top corner there, but couldn't really get the power right. And that was a lovely work there from Basake Oli Stars.
Can clearly see had you been for making complaint, the defense was just too loose, allowing that ball. Chenebois picked it up just at the edge of the penalty area. Outwitted his man. He just needed to take his time. But the pressure from Joseph Edujomo forcing him to take the shot earlier than he would have expected. Try to
Stars. To say that they haven't utilized any of the opportunities they set. Chenebois. Possession here down to Kwame. Chenebois again will be looked up for here, but possession to Simba. And looking to put one with the left. Finds Chenebois again. Goes round. Oh, lovely piece of work, Simba here. And it's going to be a Holy Stars who've seen plenty of possession and plenty of the ball just in the half of 11 Wonders, but they haven't really quite gotten into the areas you're looking for. Good work down from Matthew Mponsa.
Very good work there from Matthew Mponsa, catching his eye out of that defensive mood. With that flick, just pressure of them. They're struggling. It'll take some time before Emmanuel Boateng adjusts to the central midfield playing brilliance that was offered by Frank Aware. Clearly see the intent was clear for there from William Jr. It's been virtually a holiday for Dubi Kasi, and that's been the problem of 11 Wonders. They haven't really tested goalkeepers in attack. They're very listless. They offer virtually no threat at all centrally.
Tell you what, you look at the last 6 games of the two sides there. Vivian Gold Stars winning away from home by 3-2 there, but Brecum Chelsea beating 11 Wonders by 3-1. At least in that game they came and equalized, but eventually losing by 3-1. And 11 Wonders again at home losing to Kotoko by 2-0. And also losing to Bechem United away from home by 1-0. And then eventually also going on at home losing to All Blacks by 2-0. But the only win there for them was a surprise win of 2-0 against Dreams FC.
That was quite an interesting game, and that was the first game Emmanuel Edu took charge of the team. It was quite a superb performance there, curtailing every threat of Dreams and letting the quality come to bear with one excellent corner kick and then one brilliantly worked goal. Since then, they've gone back to sleep.
Another ball sent into the far post there, but again, it's the offside flag has already been seen by the assistant referee, Theophilus Zakugri. No, Basake All Stars, they lost to, well, again, that's the offside call against 11 Wonders.
I think our caller was too quick. Just had to time his run. Unfortunately for him, he moved too early. They're gradually coming into the game.
Yeah, I mean, they've seen some of the balls there right in front of Holy Stars. It hasn't really been the best performance there from these two sides in terms of fluidity of the play and tactical swish. And it's been somewhat of a physical play by the two sides far here by Obedofori. Here comes Jacob Boisi, sends it back to goalkeeper Dubi Techi. Corley picks it up here. It is 11 Wonders once again. Just not the best of passes there, Felix Akolo. And again, opportunity there for the home side.
The two players were not on the same page there. Mona Raouf suspected that ball too. At least take some time before Akolo made that pass. It's quite interesting to see Desmond Echampon, who was the regular left wing guys, playing as a left back. And then Akolo, as a left back, is now playing as a left winger.
Again, that's going to be a tactical switch of play. Chunibua here. And wins a corner kick. Again, is one of the most tormenting players on the pitch there. The creepy crawler there for Basake All Stars. And just look at how he went past his marker, Joseph Jumo. Just really hard to overstretch there to save the situation. Here comes Chunibua again. Right in front of him, looking for a pass. Here's Gabriel Pia by his side to hit the ball in. Has been cleared by Desmond Champong. Possession back to the man in yellow. Here comes Emmanuel Kwame. Oh, he's looking to look for some bit of space. Chris in here looks for a shot, a very feeble one.
Off target as well. Not threatening enough. The goalkeeper had your for. Expected some more precision from that effort. And he's just moving quite so much inches away from the goalpost.
Felix Akolo just been in a very offside position.
Seems to be in a rush to get into the final third of the pitch. But he needs to time his run there a bit close. Holy Stars need to be careful. They may not be lucky all the time.
What a 6 matches played there by the visitors, or Holy Stars. Well, again, you do see how they have to marshal the forces against All United by beating them by 2-0. And again, drawing away from home against Midiama SC. That was a big of a surprising result there for Basake All Stars. They had to score first, and Midiama had to really work hard and come in at the death of the game to equalize.
They're quite a difficult team to play against. The limit of positions and make it difficult for you. I think the quality of Midiama is just too much for them. They always find ways, the kind of quality they have to get past teams.
Tell you, the some of the games that they've picked up wins there. They beat Kumasi Asante Kotoko by 2-1. They had to also beat Samatex by 2-0. They drew goalless with the Adriana Stars. And then also beat Nations by 1-0. And that tells you how they have been very competitive in this particular Premier League. Initially, it didn't start pretty well for them, but they had to come in pretty hard with a switch of tactical decisions. Good play now. And you're also expecting Simba to pick that ball there, but again, a quality piece of work there from Richmond Somia.
So lots of questions there. Holy Stars getting through into very crucial positions, but that was very good gather there by Mela. He read the situation well. We're stitching time, saving them.
Akolo here turns beautifully, lifts the ball up here. Was looking for Dankwa. Recycled back, and it's going to be Dubi Teshi to pick it up here. Ken in a hurry to get the balls in, and just giving it out. We're halfway through the first half already in this game. 11 Wonders have been pinned back by Holy Stars. And that's the difficulty they have in terms of moving deep in. And Ponsa here.
I think that the quality seems to be the problem. Level Wonders, you can clearly see the coaching pattern from Emmanuel Edu. But execution seems to be the problem with them, and it continuously gets a bit frustrating for coaches if the hard work doesn't really, achieve the results intended.
One situation there for the bench of 11 Wonders. You're expecting to see a lot of work there. Well, there's only one win there for 11 Wonders in the Premier League. The last 6 games, the only win was against Dreams FC. Apart from that, they've lost a lot of the games they played at home. And for Basake, Holy Stars on the road there, they've had to only draw 2 of their 6 away matches. And losing 4, and yet comes another foul by the captain, Hagan.
It was quite late
against,
there.
William Dankwa.
It was quite late there. Wanted to get that challenge, but Dankwa just quickly got in front of him. But resultant free kick wasted. Lots of giveaways from this game from both teams.
Well, the Premier League so far, in terms of how they play, they have had 92% in terms of shots break by 11 Wonders. And just compared to Basake Holy Stars, who had 108 shots in a game in the Premier League. The interesting bit of it, again, is the fact that they've had 66% of their shots off target, 11 Wonders, as against 34% of them would have been on target. Yet another very standoffish foul here. And this is a foul here on a man known as Muna, who last season played for Young Apostles. And that's the foul here. Ooh, that's a yellow card offense against the captain, Hagan. That's it.
That was quite a nasty challenge coming in there from Hagan. He hurriedly wanted to make that clearance, but he was late to that ball. The captain of the team, he should be making the best of decisions. You can see him battling down on the turf. Went in strong with that challenge, but seemed to have come off worse.
Stay on the referee. Talk about referee Adari. He's given the first yellow card of the afternoon to Hagan, the captain for Holy Stars. And this is the 15th yellow card by referee Latif Adari in his 5th game in the Premier League. Prior to this game, he's given 14 yellow cards. And those matches include that of Kerala United and the Diona Stars, Gold Stars and Hearts of Lions, 11 Wonders and All Blacks, and Kotoko Bechem United. And the highest yellow cards he gave in 2 games was against Gold Stars and Hearts of Lions, where he gave 4 yellow cards. 11 Wonders and All Blacks get 4 yellow cards. And this is the very first yellow card he's given in this game between 11 Wonders and Holy Stars, making 15 yellow cards so far in his 5 games he's officiated in the Premier League.
That is an average 3 yellow cards every game, and I think that is pretty, okay for the kind of ragged play we see, the kind of aggression that we see.
Play that set to the right-hand side, expecting the ball to whip Dane again. Eluding was everybody. And Simba would have to do the mopping up, picking up pieces now for Quasin to move forward. Cleared away. Felix Akolo again bundled down for another free kick on the left foot, left-hand side.
It's really been tormenting Holy Stars team. I think that Francis Asante just had to put his body right in the way to prevent him from advancing.
In terms of percentage of how the teams have played, with Holy Stars who had 57% of their shots off target, as compared to 43% of that being on target. Free kick taken. Oh, and the referee already seeing a little bit of a push in the box. But you're talking about the average in terms of shots on target and off target by the two sides.
I think that it's actually poor and it runs across the league. I expect a lot more being on target. I expect a lot more quality, a lot more precision, but that hasn't been the case. You can clearly see there was a push there from Akolo right there. And the decision making from the two teams hasn't really been, impressive. Even though Holy Stars have managed to get into the final third a number of times, the decision in the final third hasn't really been of great quality. That is a bit questionable. I'm sure the coach himself would be happy with what he's seen so far.
Simba. Kind of.
That is clearly an example of what I was talking about. They actually need to be finding themselves. That hasn't been the case. You'd expect to see some more conviction in the final third of the pay, decision making being prudent. It looks like they find themselves thinking, rethinking, trying to rethink the game in the final moment, and that is not appreciable.
I'll tell you what, Johnson Smith has been one of the effective coaches in the Premier League. Once upon a time with Kotoko, he's also worked with lots of clubs from the lower divisions into the Premier League. He's always been seen as a team, the coach that's always magically is able to get teams out of relegation zones and also move them and qualify them to the Premier League from the lower divisions.
That is quite impressive from him. If you remember the Karela United dominance at home in England, say 51 matches from the lower division to the Premier League. It was masterminded by Johnson Smith. They only lost when he left the club to take over as assistant to Max Oknedu with Asante Kotoko.
I'll tell you what, he earned a name for that, for always qualifying teams from lower division to the Premier League.
And his recent qualification was bringing Nations FC to the Ghana Premier League
as well. Basake Stars have managed just one win in their last 26 away games in the Premier League.
You can clearly see the displeasure on the faces of the assistant coaches of.
With half an hour played, it's still 11 Wonders 0. Basake Stars 0. Two players already on the yellow card. Francis Asante also booked. The Wonders have scored 12 goals in the Premier League, with Matthew Amponsa scoring 3, Daniel Lomote on 2, Eden Kofi Asamoah 2 goals, and William Danko as well also scored 2 goals. And 7 players have contributed to the 12 goals they've scored in the Premier League. That's a yellow card confirmation. Dankwa pushing the ball to Akoli on the left-hand side, looking to swing one into the box, and Asante concedes a corner kick.
That was a very intelligent play there coming in there from Emmanuel Boateng, the captain, picking the ball from deep inside the center circle, advancing and leaving that ball. And expect a better pass from William Dankwa. I felt like Sakolo did his best to try putting that cut back. And it was stopped. The sequence of play building up from defense has been impressive, but the final decision is a problem.
58% of ball possession there to Holy Stars, to 42% to Wonders.
It's not quite surprising they've been the dominant side. Wonders started coming into the game after the opening 10 minutes, and it's been the case.
Dankwa here. Here comes Akolu with a ball into the box. Aponsa is bit into it.
You see, that was the heavy charge there coming in there from Matthew Mpunta, diminutive as he is, rising, getting onto the back of Emmanuel Kwame. He was eager to get onto that, but that was always tearing away from him. Kwame Ama.
Again, 19 fouls so far, 11 for Holy Stars and 8 for Wonders.
It's another chance going up again. You look at Holy Stars, they'll be quite disappointed with the sort of control they've had in midfield and in the final third, but haven't made very good decisions in getting the ball on target a lot more times. Hadi being forward, Jay has been virtually on a holiday, hasn't really been tested. You see, that's quite a displeasure, and they know they are far more better than what they've offered.
Here comes the foul again by Tawusu. It's been a very quiet afternoon by the two sides.
I think that was too much of a heavy charge there from Moses Arthur on the Rauf Muna.
Yeah, Sante intercepting the ball here.
The idea was clever. You could clearly see it was
Absolutely.
more like a casual pass. It was well intercepted by Francis Asante. So needless challenge there, needless sliding tackle from Obedo Fori. So many giveaways. Passing has been awful. I'm sure the two sets of teams will not be happy with how they've been giving the ball away so many times, unforced.
Here comes some Ponsa. He just got the ball out of play, and so certainly going to be a bit of a concern there to their coach, Emmanuel Edu. I was expecting to see a lot of changes there in terms of the play. But in the game against Go Stars, they had to score 2 of the goals there.
Yeah.
But ended up losing by 3-2.
It's quite an interesting game, pinning the champions.
Here comes Kwesi with a left foot. Kwesi! And he has to hit it wide.
Now struck with more confidence, a lot more conviction. He knew exactly where he was. Just that it was always rising, and goalkeeper Hadi Benford knew was going to rise. Poor midfield defensive work there. But good hits there from Gideon Kwesi. Left-footed player was trying to cut in. Maybe the coaches require a lot more from him.
Well, the coach trying to tell the players how to ping the ball among themselves, not to concede a needless foul just in front of the box.
I'm not sure he's been impressed with how they've just been giving the ball away, and decisions when to release the ball has also been a bit questionable.
Yeah, the referee just calling that to be a foul.
I think Adari doesn't want the game to be too physical.
Yeah, they've seen a lot of fouls that's committed in the box, especially in the midfield areas, and it's been overly physical, and it's already a yellow card, Egan.
It needs to be very much careful. Yeah. That was too much energy in that. It's a bit robust, but short players on yellow cards take some caution.
Chenebois has been overly quiet this time. He's not been given a chance to find his way out. And the dominance of Holy Star sometimes a little bit coming in here. It's going to be Dankwa. Comes up against Arthur. Arthur gets the upper hand, trying to drill his way through into the middle there. Hagan. And here comes Apia. Switching play, Quasin. And tension Richmond Somia. Here comes Quasin on the flanks. Just right in front of him is Desmond. Here comes Asante. Ball into the box there with the left foot. Goalkeeper Hardy just allowed the ball to roll over for a goal kick.
There's another wasted effort there. Poor delivery coming in once again. So when you have lots of players in the box, you expect to hit the ball to try get a target.
Somia got his name as Jay-Z.
We'll quite see it a lot more times in other leagues, but it's interesting to see it here.
Well, again, they try to get a decision by the referee to be that of a penalty, but it just seemed that to be a legal tackle there, and so rather foul Asante, and that would not be given as we approach the half-time of this game.
Nshakola himself was not expecting it. There were no complaints virtually from him. Francis Asante showing a lot more strength, making sure that he covered that ball and won it cleanly inside the penalty area.
Oh, lovely piece of work now, and Simba just overrunning himself and not be able to get the ball.
Very intelligent play there coming in from Chenebois. Brilliant pass there. It was quite a late run coming from Emmanuel Kwame-Ama, the left back. Sure, he was expecting that pass. By the time he realized it was late, good rid of the ball from Hardy or Binfo and coming out to pick it. That was the goalkeeper coming out to save his team right there.
With just 5 minutes to go, they're still goalless. 11 wonders. And the Holy Stars, both sides are just struggling to see what they can do. Both teams lost their match day 17 games.
It's actually another poor challenge coming in. Moses Arthur knew there was no way he was going to get to that ball. Narauf taking time, reading the situation, trying to just get past this man. But unfortunately, he was blocked right there. You could see the reaction from Johnson Smith. Very much peeved. The two players lying in the turf. Look at Rauf. Took his time. And Arthur just had to hold him. Can understand why. Latif Adari seemed to have picked out the yellow card. So Miller getting some talking to Hakeem Miller from his coach. He expects him to be the one to start play. Sure, most of the fans are waiting for that goal.
Yeah.
That would at least spark some excitement among them.
Jamal really much worried that they have not been able to move forward.
Obviously, you can understand him. He has to stay back. The threat from Sylvester Simba and Prince Chenebois on his side. He cannot afford to leave lots of spaces behind him.
There's a yellow card once again to Moses Arthur.
There was no way he was going to escape that.
3 players already from Holy Stars have been booked in the game. That should be a bit of a worrying situation there to the coach.
That's quite a poor challenge coming in from Moses Arthur giving the foul away. It's quite needless. He couldn't read the situation well. There was no way he was going to escape that booking from Latif.
Ball whipped into the box and cleared away.
So
a lovely play by from Chinebois. Turns away from 2 players. Chinebois goes in there. Chinebois! And once again, feebly shot into the waiting arms of goalkeeper Hardy.
the poor decisions, he couldn't strike it properly. It lacked that power, it lacked any precision. He couldn't place it. Played it right into the hands of the goalkeeper. Clever touch from him. Flicking it past Miller. His pace was not questionable. In that area, as a forward, you expect him to hit the target, force the goalkeeper to make much more crucial save than he could have done. Sylvester Simba was also running into a very good position, and you had expected him to at least lay that pass or the play for him to tap home. Number of poor decisions being made by Chinebois there. He's been brilliant so far, but he's been let down by his final decision making.
Good play. Ball straight into the box now, looking for Dankwa. Is able to be located. Nobody there to connect home. And Colley just going in there, but an opportunity for 11 Wonders to get the first goal here. And again, it's going to be a very difficult moment there for the tie to see what they can do. Just overhitting the ball just behind him, and reason he was not able to connect home.
Interesting piece of play there coming from William Dankwa, getting past this man easily, sent in that effort, but it was too high, and the un-Russian Felix Akolo couldn't have the best of touches to that ball. It was quite hit with too much power. There was no way anyone was going to get to that.
We're doing 2 minutes of additional time in this match week 18 fixture between 11 Wonders and Holy Stars.
That's another wasteful pass there. Played into no man's land. Goalkeeper given possession away, unforced.
Grayson once again stops in his tracks. And flag up here for an offside. Hardy just doing an overtime. He's stopping the balls.
Sylvester Simba certainly worried. They've had a number of opportunities they should have been up. Now,
Simba looking for Chinebois. Look at Chinebois here. Hardy is able to deal with it, but the flag had already gone up.
very good run there coming in there from Chinebois, but was expecting that pass to come in much more earlier than it was delivered. He's quick, he's smart, he's sharp. They'd expect to release the ball much more quicker. I think Simba held on to the ball for far too long.
He's trying to find spaces, and the difficulties you are not able to create a lot of chances. One of the things that happens in this game is just when teams are low on chances, sometimes it becomes difficult for them to deal with it. Well, so it's come to a stalemate in the first 45 minutes, where Holy Stars and 11 Wonders have tried to create their own momentum in the game there, but the action still stays very still, and there may be questions, opportunities, there may be Chunibua's tricky rounds into the box, and Akoli has had some chances there, but haven't really located the goalpost. But this is a game where both teams are struggling to find the 3 points and maybe to hit the back of the net. The 45 minutes of play here at the Legon Stadium. And so this a moment where you come back with tactical changes there. 11 Wonders nil, Holy Stars nil, half time.
We've had some entertainment, a lot of chances being created, but it's goalless between 11 Wonders and Basake Holy Stars. My name is Mutale Yakubu, and this is the Ghana Premier League on TV3 and on your TV. I've been joined by the assistant coach of Basake Holy Stars, Rashad Musa. Coach, I mean, you've created all the better chances. How come you've not been able to score?
Well, I think, let me say overconfidence, because when Chunibua had the early chance, he thought he scored already. So only for him to see the goalkeeper getting the ball from him. So it was a surprise that the ball didn't enter the net.
You've done your bit. Second 45 minutes, what needs to change for you to win this one?
Yeah, I think we need to make a couple of changes because some of the boys are down, and then we need to bring them out and bring in another fresh legs that can give us all what we need in this game.
Well, wish you all the best for
Thank
the
you.
second 45 minutes. Rashad Musa is the assistant coach of Basake Holy Stars. So it's 0-0 between Basake and 11 Wonders here. Second 45 minutes, we're hoping to get some goals. We'll take a quick breather. When we return, Sheikh Tofik Sienu will join me for the first half analysis.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Puma, Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma, Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me say, oh yeah, come alive. Puma, Puma. Let me hear you. Puma. Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Casa Precon. This advert is FDA.
Watch the man.
Oh, even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He's screaming the stadium. Basake for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Ojo is orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game. It's our pride.
and you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Welcome back from that break. It's halftime here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium between 11 Wonders and Basake Holy Stars. Match day 18 of the Ghana Premier League. And no goals here to show for what they've done. We've had real entertainment, but it's lacking goals. My name is Mutale Akubu. Sheikh Tofik still here. Sheikh, I am surprised this game is still goalless with all the avalanche of chances that we've had.
These are the kind of games that give coaches heart problems. Obviously,
and I could see Joseph Smith furious on the touchline. I mean, he was yelling.
If you are Joseph Smith, you behave similarly the way he was behaving, because you've seen that clearly. Holy Stars have created very good chances. From my count, I had 3 good chances that they came closer to breaking the back of the net, and I feel that this is a team that should have been able to be up by now. 11 Wonders have not, asked a lot of questions around the goal area of Holy Stars. The only time they came there, they looked a bit dangerous. But for me, I feel that both teams have, been playing very well in the middle. Wide, they have not been so productive. And up front, they have not been getting the finishing touches. It's the reason why we've not seen, any goal in the game. We need a bit of creativity from the players. For example, if you look at the opportunity that Trinidad had, he was able to meander his way through to the final third, and it was left with a touch to finish, and he gave a feeble shot to the goalkeeper.
You are one person who has been talking about composure for strikers all the time. I mean, I think it was in minute 1, Trinidad was through on goal, one-on-one with the goalkeeper, but he lacked composure. And the ball went straight to the goalkeeper. He had so many options, whether to dink the ball over the goalkeeper, try to pick his spots, but he went down the middle.
No, it's for me, from where I'm coming from the analytical perspective, it is pure psychology. When the players get the chances at the early minutes of the game, they feel that, oh, it's too early. So even if I'm not able
that
to
feeling, right?
You understand? Feeling, yeah. If I'm not able to score, we still have time.
That would come.
No, but this is football. The chance can come at the early minutes of the game, and it can come in the dying minutes of the game. So whenever it comes, just make sure you finish and finish well. Look, you've had 2 clear opportunities that you've wasted. Who told you that in the second half you are going to get these opportunities again? Because the opposing coach is also going to come up with a strategy that will, neutralize you and will not create those opportunities for you again. So 11 Wonders are going to come back into the second half with a different approach. In the first half, they've played very well. They've been able to massage the game in the middle, but they've not been very sharp up front. Holy Stars have had all the opportunities. They've not been able to convert. Trust me, in the second half, they may not get those opportunities, but this time it is going to be an 11 Wonders affair. And if they are able to convert their chances, you end up losing the game.
And I think one thing that was very clear in this game is after Holy Stars missed the early chance, 11 Wonders grew into the game and they started creating chances of their own. Their striker up front, Rauf, he's playing almost like a lone striker, but he's been a thorn in the flesh for the centre backs of Holy Stars.
That is football. If you are playing against an opponent that's, comparatively, they seem to be a bit lower, because when you compare all the statistics, you realize that Holy Stars are ahead of 11 Wonders. So when you are playing against a lowly ranked side, at the blast of the whistle, they will set back, try to organize themselves and see how you will approach them. Now, if you fail to attack, they will grow in confidence, because it becomes like, oh, the team that we are even respecting too much are not the
we
team
can match
that
them boot for
exactly.
boot. And that is what we've seen in this one. Yeah.
So, Holy Stars got the opportunities in the early minutes of the game. They didn't convert, and then 11 Wonders grew in confidence. And now we've seen, in fact, getting to the dying numbers of the game, they came closer. They were calls for a penalty, and it tells you that they are now attacking. They are opening up and they are attacking. And look, the player who plays on the right, wide for 11 Wonders, and the player in the 14 shirt for 11
That is
Wonders.
William Dankwa. They call him Neymar.
William Dankwa, who is 14, and the one who is on the right, wide. These are two key players. Matthew and Ponsa. If Matthew and William are to take the game on their shoulders, trust me, they can carry this game and win it for 11 Wonders. Because look, the positioning of the players on the field is always very important, Mutala. If the coach sees it very quick and moves their lead attacker, the center forward, to the wing, to the left wing, and push the William Dankwa to an attacking role to lead the team, whilst the Amponsan still plays on the right, trust me, they are going to be sharper up front, and it may cause problems for Holy Stars.
Now, I've also seen that Prince Trinibua for Basake Holy Stars is playing wide from the left. But anytime he bumps down the middle, he seems to cause a lot of problem. Do you think Johnson Smith should twist that a bit and bring him straight down the middle? Because it looks like he has a lot of pace.
No, keep him there.
Yeah.
But give him the confidence and give him the responsibilities, where and when to finish. Now, we've realized that when 11 Wonders are low, and then when 11 Wonders are high, and Holy Stars are attacking, Chineboa is very smart. And is able to beat the defenders with pace. So after 10 minutes, if 11 Wonders are unable to change their play, it means that they are one-dimensional. They cannot change. So what it means is that keep them, let them play that high, and then you run behind them with Chineboa with the long balls, and then you finish.
If you are Coach Emmanuel Edu of 11 Wonders, you've not conceded in the first 45 minutes. Would you temper with the system or even the personnel in the first 50 minutes of the second half?
No,
or you allow them go on for some time?
I will not temper with the personnel, but I will temper with the system.
Okay.
I will temper with the system in such a way that I will move William Dankwa from where he is playing right behind the attacker to the main attacking role, move the attacker to the line, and then keep William Dankwa up front. Because for him, he's very smart with the ball, very skillful, and he's very intelligent as well. So if he picks the ball, he will be able to deal with the defenders. And, look, a penalty can come at any time. And if you convert, you're good to go.
Well, second 45 minutes coming up, a big one. Both teams are still chasing the 3 points. It's goalless between 11 Wonders and Basake Holy Stars. So second half coming up shortly, and your team of commentators would be with you. Benjamin Willie Graham and Kelvin Owusu-Ansah.
Okay, so we are back for the second half and to see exactly what's going to happen in this game with substitutions being made in the game there by both teams. And
let's go!
Got a second half here at the Lagos Stadium. Here we go with the second half of this game here at the Lagos Stadium. 11 Wonders at home against Holy Stars. First half goalless. And back in the second half there with teams getting some changes there. Looking forward to how they are able to change a lot of things in this game there. Holy Stars withdrawing Gabriel Appiah and also having Richmond Somia out. And Francis Osei and Elim John Minimasa playing a part in this game. And again, you talk about the 11 Wonders side where Felix Akolo is out for Aiden Asamoah.
We're expecting these changes in the second half. The two teams certainly want a lot more conviction up front, and you can see they've made changes in the attack, hopefully to get some very good goals in the second half.
Here comes Dankwa, looking to individually hit one out there. William Dankwa couldn't find his target right.
Well, he decided to go individual, trying to be very much instinctive, but there was always pulling away, not the right body balance and the technique to hit that ball. Expected him to go to the extreme right where he had better options to get onto that ball.
Bonson here looking for some bit of support up front. Again, you talk about the side where they had the likes of Daniel Lomote and Frank Awari, who are part of this 11 Wonders team. Both team players have left the team. On the left-hand side, raising for the ball, Desmond Champong. Sweeping one into William Dankwa. And feebly hit the ball into the waiting arms of Dubi Kasitechi.
A challenge came in there. You're expecting William Dankwa to have taken his time. There was no way he was going to be able to strike that ball. Very good pressure coming in from Jacob Boise. William Dankwa hitting it far away.
I'll tell you what, 11 Wonders have not won or drawn a game after their 2-0 win against Dreams FC here at the Lagos Stadium after the 1st of December. Anyway, losing streak started with All Blacks, Pechem United, Kotoko Brekum, Chelsea Gold Stars, and just conceding 11 goals and scoring just 3 of those.
You can see that was too much of some power behind the ball, and there was no way. Asante is already on a yellow card. He needs to be careful. These kind of fouls are dangerous.
Dankwa trying to pull in with the left, cutting back again, leaving space. And again, defensive work there beautifully from Holy Stars.
There's poor communication between Dankwa and then Ethan Kofi Asamoah.
No, was looking for the first goal here, and they have found the first goal. They were looking for it, and the former Young Apostles player, Ralph Muna, gets the first goal here for 11 Wonders. And Holy Stars will be a little bit surprised here after starting brilliantly, and Ralph Muna certainly can afford to smile here, but it is 11 Wonders with all the smiles.
That was certainly a beautiful finish there. Emmanuel Boateng with that pass. Raouf got it, made that quick pass, picked up the return. He saw the goalkeeper had committed himself, and look at that touch. Brilliant from him. Eden Kofi Asamoah came in strongly with that fantastic one. But you can blame goalkeeper Techi. Poor delivery. Trying to find his man, and they lost the ball. Raouf Muna. He just had to sweep the ball beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. Brilliant finish from him. And 11 Wonders came into the second half much more stronger and with the intent of going up. And they've been rewarded with their effort and intensity that was raised right from the start.
Well, the goal certainly changes almost everything there for 11 Wonders in this game. Were you surprised they got the first goal?
I'm not very much surprised because they came in with a lot more intensity. Eden Kofi Samoa, the substitute, clearly bringing some sort of energy, and with the passing they were much more quicker, better than the first half where they were very much lethargic with the approach. I'm sure this will spark some life into the two teams.
Certainly should be able to have a spark in your play there. And Wonders will have William Danko here charging forward. That's going to be the 13th goal in the Premier League. 11 Wonders already conceding 28. And that's the man who just had the opportunity of coming into the game, pushing forward, Jacob Francis Osei-Owusu. I'm trying to see if he can get his team back into the game here.
He knows that that was a very poor decision from him. He just came on expecting to find the likes of Minimisa up front. But that was poor. The effort when he wanted to hit it high up.
Now they seem to be moved by the goal scored. Trying to kind of push more men forward there. Asamoah. It's been brought down. The referee sees none of that.
He went down too casually. It looked like he was looking for it. Latif Adari close to him was never going to give that.
And now they have a chance into the box now. Holy Stars looking to move forward. Champon now moving back to the left back position. Possession here to captain Emmanuel Boateng. Here comes William Dankwa. It's one of the busiest of the two players. Muna has been pushed forward into the play now. Initially in the first half was centrally being played, and it is Asamoah. Muna again, Muna! Man has scored 2 goals in a space of 5 minutes. We're just talking about him being moved forward from his central position in the first half, and he's rewarded his coach with 2 goals.
That's brilliant, fantastic play, Eden Kofi Asamoah. He's brought some life into the team. Once he got that ball, made that pass, William Dankwa waited for the run of Desmond Champon. Quick delivery inside the penalty area, and they couldn't track it. It was Moses Arthur, and once it fell to Rauf Muna, there was no way he was going to miss that. A dink beyond the reach of the goalkeeper, Dubi Kasitechi, who had already committed himself. Brilliant finish from Rauf Muna. It's going to be a Herculean task for Johnson Smith and Holy Stars.
Again, Emmanuel Edu can afford to have some bit of smiles there, but again, a tactical switch of his players in the second half seemed to change almost everything there. Rauf Muna was playing deep in the midfield and wasn't really getting the balls in the very dangerous areas, and now he's been given a chance. He has rewarded the coach with some sublime goals there.
It was all about movement. In the first half, the balls delivered to him, had him entangling Moses Arthur and Jacob Boazi. But this time around, he seems very much free, moving into very crucial positions. And he's gifted himself with a lot. That was a fantastic pass, William Dankwa. He found Desmond Champon. Look at that delivery. It fell to Muna. Look at that ding. Calm, composure, and intelligence.
Wonders have now scored 13 goals in the Premier League. As Holy Stars have Simba charging on the right-hand side. Looking to cut him with the left, but Simba goes in a sliding tackle, beautifully done by Hakim Miller. And there's definitely going to be a Holy Stars moment to see if they can pull something here.
That was a very decent challenge there from Hakim Miller. He knew exactly what Simba wanted to do. He got past him. Timely intervention to make the clearance.
Another substitution. 3 substitutions so far for Holy Stars in the game, with Gideon Kwesi being withdrawn here for Lawrence Gadase being given a chance to also come in to change the narrative there for Holy Stars.
He hasn't offered so much. It's quite understandable why Johnson Smith is getting him off. Gadase bringing some more energy. He's expected to be the man up front to get goals. And hopefully he's able to change the course of the game for the team.
Here comes Desmond. Intercepted. And Simba was the target there. Beautiful pass there from Francis Asante.
It'll be quite disappointing if Eden Kofi Asama, who just came on the second half, will be walking out injured. Together with the captain Emmanuel Boateng, they've actually given 11 Wonders some sort of ignition in the second half.
And sometimes you talk about the dangerous attacks there for the two sides, and Wonders have had about 746 dangerous attacks there as compared to 635. Matches played there by the two sides in the Premier League in 17 games played, with 2 goals being scored by 11 Wonders.
And clearly this puts them a long way away from Holy Stars, who now have to chase the game and make sure they minimize their errors.
Win probability now changing in favor of 11 Wonders with 47%. Of fans hoping at least they'll be able to get that. Just 29% there from Basake Holy Stars.
They'll have themselves to blame. They had everything within their might in the first half. They've always been playing well, creating a lot of goal-scoring opportunities. This time around, it looked more casual. And they are being punished. They may have all the interesting numbers around them, but they need to put them into good use.
Very comfortable now playing their part in the game. The most booked side in the Premier League. Basake Holy Stars with 15 as compared to Aduana Stars. They just sit behind Aduana Stars when it comes to the most booked side in the Premier League. And joined there with Aduana Stars and Vision with 2 each.
Tells you they're a very ragged team. Always looking for duels to win and battles. Whether deep in midfield or wide areas. We've seen that a couple of times in today's game.
Good play. Now charging for Chinebois. And he's been bundled down here by Akim Miller. It's been pretty much quiet at the end of the first half.
I think that Hakim Miller has been very strong. He's been very much resolute, making sure that he does a lot more of the clearances for his side.
Now they move here somewhat.
Question there was no way Emmanuel Kwame Ama was going to allow Matthew Mponsa get past him.
And again, they've been trying to get the third goal here.
This brought a lot, the 2 goals, certainly bringing a lot of confidence. It's giving them that calm to take their time and execute their game plan. That is working to perfection. And Ponsa taking all the time in the world to pick up a spot. Looking for Muna again. He started giving lots of headache to the Holy Stars defense.
Ball swung into the near post. And again, it's been A lot of movement and pushing in the box there, but this time it's going to be picked up by Hardy. And again is Duvitechi working hard, and you can actually see 11 Wonders just moving straight into the half. Kenneth Owusu go around his man and winning back possession and put a little pressure there on Basake Holy Stars. Kofi Asamoah shows again a very poor play.
That's a poor pass from him by his standards, which we've seen from the second half. That was a bit poor and unappreciative there. You can see Dankwa, he wanted a better delivery.
Kofi Asamoah. And he wins a free kick.
He's been brilliant. He's been wiggling his way through the tight corners. He's been finding the spaces to plunge through and create goal-scoring opportunities. Look at him. He picks up the scrap, makes it his own. There's clearly a foul there. Kofi Hagan complaining, but that was certainly Francis Oseusu. The lights bundling into the man, Eden Kofi Asamoah. He seemed to have picked up a knock, but he's doing the needful to help his side.
Free kick here behind the ball. 27 shattered Desmond Champong, and feebly losing that momentum. And Holy Stars down by 2-0. Chazanava going in the game here. That's the free kick being taken. Joseph Smith pretty much of a worried man here in this game. Not seeing his tactics working as planned.
He's being given a dose of what he's been given to other clubs in games here, and they're expecting him to get a result. He does the unthinkable, and I'm sure he'll be questioning himself.
I'll tell you what, no club in the Premier League has survived relegation. There's the issue of Ghana Premier League after less than 10 points at the end of the first round. Simba. Holy Stars and Simba went on to go solo. Gets a corner kick for his other effort.
That was nearly Sylvester Simba pulling one back there. Hardy Obinfo fluffing with that, and underrated the ball, bouncing right in front of him. He was eager to pick it up the first time. The ball just teared away from him for a corner kick.
Taken here. Trying to call for a handball scenario there. Holy Stars. Muna. Spain stopped there by Asante. He's able to get the ball back, and you have to see the ball being moved away by Samoa. And in the box now looking for space. And Debbie Kasi just coming in there. Asante here for Holy Stars. There's been a very tight play there by 11 Wonders, who are just high pressed. 11 Wonders, Holy Stars for the goals. Winning back on the second balls in the second half. They have been very, very combative in this game there, 11 Wonders.
The thing that they've been doing the right things, the simple things. The fine margins do count in games. The two opportunities they had, they made sure they buried it, and that has been the change. Holy Stars will be looking forward to making very good use of also the opportunities they may have going forward. But as to whether 11 Wonders will make it happen.
Holy Stars, Simba goes for this one and gets a corner kick there as well.
Gradually picking up their confidence. Has been great to see them coming into the game. They're finding the right options, the right positions, and that was a cleanly hit, aiming for the first post. By that touch from Hakim Miller.
Go back. Go. Matthew!
Well, the very first time both teams met was on the 14th of September 2025 in the opening fixture of the season, which ended goalless. And that was a away game there for 11 Wonders. Last season, in terms of their home form, they are looking at how they played in terms of 11 Wonders. Holy Stars ball blocked there by Kanata Wusu. Santi here for Holy Stars. And possession pick there. And again, not the best of play. Here comes Elim Johnny, has the ball back to Moses Arthur. They're trying to see what they can, how they are playing this game. There's a lovely piece of work now, straight to Amponsa. And now, there's Kofi Asamoah was just looking around to hit this ball here, and Asante quickly recovering to hit the ball out for a corner kick.
You'd expect this for the champion to be meeting that ball, but he took his time. Brilliant delivery there coming from Matthew Amponsa. Raouf was late, but Asante was not going to take chances with that. A good clearance at least.
Well, the only card they received there in this game is 11 Wonders Joseph Jumo. We got the red card, the only red card of the day there for the 11 Wonders side, and so they do have a player down and have to take time to regroup and think of what to do. There'll be a defeat there where Johnson Smith will not like it already. They've had 7 games where they've lost. 17 matches, 5 wins, 5 drawn, and 7 defeat. They want to have this one to make it 8 and 20 points with a negative goal difference of 5. Oh, there's a lot they're looking to achieve.
A lot to achieve, and you can see him trying to get Messi to Chenebois, who was the live wire for the team in the first half. The second half is gone into some quiet. Sylvester Simba taking charge. I'm sure the coach wants a lot more from him. Roberto Fori being stretched out. Means that there's going to be a problem there. He's really covered the defense well. Many were questioning in the decent job so far.
A scenario there, and he's been cleared by Desmond the Champon. Very, very disappointing play there from this young man.
Well, he's been very brilliant. The second half, very good whip there. There's quite a clearance coming in there from Boise, and Moses Arthur letting it out.
Winner is a target to pick this ball here. We'll talk about Chenebois. He has 7 goals for Holy Stars. He's third on the top scorers chart. Chenebois. The only 3 away points have all come from drawn games. We are goalless with Bechem United, Adriana Stars, and Media MRC as well. Those are the 3 points they've had away from home. Holy Stars. Poor play now. Muna is the target. Picks it up here. And Kofi Asamoah putting a lot of pressure there to the centre back, Asante. And possession here being picked up by Holy Stars.
A lot of misplaced passes this time around, a lot more coming from Basake Holy Stars. In the first half, it was 11 Wonders who were giving the ball away. Under no pressure. That has changed. The second half, they're in a bit of a rush. That is causing them to make A whole lot of mistakes.
I'll tell you what, Holy Stars are unbeaten in the last 2 away games in the Premier League. A draw against Midyama and that of Aduana.
They're very strong.
Well, interestingly, they are winless in their last 9 away games this season. And the 10th away game, perhaps, they are down by 2-0 in the second half with just 20 minutes to go. It's Holy Stars that might want to see if they can get something out of this game.
They have a few minutes that is getting to the tail end of the game. They have the quality to do it, but as to when they are going to do it is another question.
Well, there's a free kick here to the man I was just talking about there, Chineboa. There's a very clear foul there by the captain for 11 Wonders. There's Emmanuel Boateng. Well, the coach, Emmanuel Edu, really has made a lot of changes to the side, and they've responded well with a goal and want to continue with that. Free kick taken to the wall. Again, you see the side, Holy Stars still searching for consolation here. Ball dropped down to Hagen, with a shot just being a feeble one. Hardy really has been very quiet this second half.
Just been struggling to really have hold of the ball, and it's all because the team is now chasing the lead of 11 Wonders. Seem to be having themselves in 6s and 7s. The general organization has been a bit poor. Look at that, that was a poor challenge there coming in there from the substitute. Seusu push at his man was quite needless.
Well, again, is a free kick advantage going out there to Wonders, and straight to the waiting arms of goalkeeper Dubi Techi. Here comes Simba.
It was quite a distance and needed a lot more power and precision to beat that goalkeeper.
Man, we've just been given an opportunity to Simba here, looking to move into the box. And certainly going to be Desmond. And fine spots in goalkeeper Hardy. Asante, retrieves the ball there for Holy Stars. Here comes Hagen. Another deception beautifully done there by Wonders. Muna. I was trying to pick up the run there of Amponsa. Well, again, the story would be well refreshed with a win here. 11 Wonders. I mean, chasing and hoping at least they'll be able to keep the momentum going. And that's the round there for the ball there by Amponsa. Couldn't quite get to it now. Good play now from Garese. Here comes Santi, drifting the ball down to the right-hand side, picking up Usu. Here comes Hagen. Now, Holy Stars dictating the pace, having plenty of possession right in front of the 18-yard box of Wonders. And Desmond the champion pushing the ball away for a throw-in.
I think it's been quite a decent defensive work from 11 Wonders the second half, making sure that there's less opportunity and less space for Holy Stars to take advantage.
Here comes Amponsa, charging on the right-hand side, looking for space and to see who he can actually get the ball straight down to. Kofi Asamoah. Asamoah with the right foot trying to curl it down the bottom corner. And Techi has been able to deal with it.
That was quite a very good run there. Good steal from Aponsa. He was waiting for that return. Kofi Asamoah found that loose end, but he gave so much away with his body language, and goalkeeper Techi easily picking it out. And lacked any power and pace to beat that goalkeeper. That could have easily been the third.
It's going to be Muna here, drifting the ball into the box. It's been cleared and put out. And that's the difficulty in trying to find a way out.
Can clearly understand the displeasure. Let's see, lots of
Jacob Wazi really has been working hard in this game. Well, picking signal, there's going to be a double substitution there for Holy Stars in the game there. You might want to see Prince Opoku being introduced into the game as well as Boniface Blay. There's a confirmation of the substitution here, and so Francis Asante is being withdrawn from the game, and also captain Kofi Hagan also being withdrawn as well.
And certainly he needs fresh legs to haven't really proven enough. I think Sylvester Simba has been the player who's been trying to just plunge through the holes, but he's been highly successive, and that's where they see if Opoku can offer the team what they need.
Again, it's going to be a chance where Amponsa nearly felt that he's got a third goal there for 11 Wonders.
It's quite a very decent delivery coming in there. Ponsa, once again, was just leaning back, trying to hit that ball. You want to be successful with that.
Muna finds space on the right-hand side. And now it's going to be Muna again bringing the ball back, but the flag on the far side had already gone up against him. Well, a man on 2 goals here for 11 Wonders in the game. And Ponsa would want to just take some bit of a nap there because the team is leading by 2 goals to 0.
Well, certainly he's worked tirelessly. You can see him in pain. It may be 2 tired legs. I'm not sure there's any knock.
For Wonders, it's going to be a very good win. At least it just indicates lifting up their momentum in the Premier League this season. Hasn't been that rosy for them at all. Trying their luck to see if the team will be able to get something out, and now it appears they are.
I think that has not been the best that they would have expected to see this venue, but at least it's been quite a very good fight, especially after going down by 2. Spread Holy Stars and try to pick up the pieces.
Pierces the road, end of the road there for Amponsa. Ball whipped in, a very good play. Blay has been given a chance to play a part in this game, and expecting to see a lot of work there from the young man. Not much can be said about his performance. It's a lot of play here.
And there are times you need players like that.
Let's see the player on the side, and they expect to see quality play from the side. The ball into the box as we headed out. William Dankwa picking the pieces here for 11 Wonders. Good turn from him, and now he tries to wriggle his way into the part of Muna. He's able to get the ball straight to him. Muna turns on the right-hand side, and William is waiting in the box, trying to come back for Muna again. And Kofi Asamoah is just waiting as well at the far side for a ball into the box. It's been crossed in there, and Muna was lurking around to pick it up, but it's being headed out there by Boazi for a corner kick.
I think lots of quality play coming in. Hey, from Boazi, he's done everything within his might, but it would, and he hasn't stopped his team.
Well, again, it's going to be a substitution here with the, what do I call it, Ewula Angel, that's the name.
Angela Ewula. Or maybe an angel to finalize.
I tell you what.
And keep the 3 points for them.
Yeah, so the angel of the game here is in. Has been introduced into the game. And he probably might be the one to get the third goal for the side. Ball whipped in into the far side. Goalkeeper has already committed, but Dubi Kasi Techi is able to deal with it.
I think that was quite a poor delivery there. He's always favoring the goalkeeper. And look at that. Tried aiming for far post. Goalkeeper read the situation and picked his bench properly. This will be devastating for Level Waters. They've played all their cards. I'm not sure Moses, Arthur, can't make any complaint. You can see lots of thinking being done. But on the other side is joy.
Yeah, of course, they have to be excited about their performance. Really been a rosy performance there for 11 Wonders. Holy Stars yet to beat a team based in the capital city this season, whether home and away. They have struggled to beat any team from the Greater Accra region. And also here. Muna. Ball taken away from Muna. And it's going to be a chance here. This is blasted wide here by Blay. Oh, the quality chance there for Holy Stars. And again, it was Angel Ewula who lost the ball, which is a very dangerous area, and Blay just blasted it wide as well.
I think that was the best opportunity that Opoku coming in to create. Look at that. From that range, you should be hitting the target. Was aiming for the top right corner, far beyond the reach of the goalkeeper. It was always rising too high up. That could have easily set the tone for a very wonderful finish to the game.
Well, just tell you something about the team here, the Holy Stars team, how they have had to struggle to beat teams that are based in the capital. They lost to Dreams FC, drew with the Vision, and lost to Hearts of Oak away from home. And now they're down by 2 goals to nil.
Quite surprised. That was quite a very rugged challenge there. You say the magical wand of Johnson Smith fading away. He started quite impressively, but looks like it's good enough. The last couple of games worse than he the start. And Obed.
I put a failure in a yellow card here.
Stay, hey! Open, stay.
Holy Stars on the move. Here comes Owusu. Going to use his speed here on the flanks and turns in beautifully. Oh, quality play. And they may want to have something here. Oh, what a stop there. Absolutely great stop by Hakim Miller. That would have been a consolation there for Holy Stars, but not giving up here. This play here. Trying to turn in. Another shot comes out. And it's been played wide. Quality here. Trying to dink over the goalkeeper, but just Chinibwa couldn't square the ball here. And Hakim Miller's interception. Brilliant one there.
That was quite a very wonderful pass there from Francis Oseusu, plunging the ball through. But Chinibwa, once again, failing to finish. He's had very limited opportunities this second half. The dink was intelligent, but it lacked any sort of power. And credit to Hakim Miller there. Right place, right time to make that stop. The goalkeeper, Hadi Obinfo, will be grateful. He had already committed himself. Still keeping his clean sheet. Once again, Angel Ewula waiting for that. It was quite strong tackle coming in from Blay.
Again, a worrying situation, and the fans and players here of Holy Stars not happy. But for coach Emmanuel Edu, it's a great sign, and Ahmed Isa is now going to be thrown into the game to replace Obedo Fori, who just got a yellow card a few minutes ago.
Clearly, the coach doesn't want to take chances. That is a very crucial position, sitting right in front of the defense. They want to finish the game on a high, prevent any nervy ending. I think that's a very good decision coming in from Emmanuel Edu.
One player always playing a very important role there for 11 Wonders. Franco Weris just moved on to All Blacks in Swejo, who also had a very famous win against Kotoko last weekend. The captain Emmanuel Boateng really has played a quality and leadership at the back. Has really helped 11 Wonders in this particular game.
I think that is what you expect from every team. They've really given their hearts out. They're quite disciplined with their approach. That has paid off for them. And credit to Emmanuel Boateng, the captain. He's supposed to be an attacker, but slot into central midfield and actually anchored the team so well.
Just about some minutes to go. Poor ball. Just being taken out. And the best of deliveries there by Asante. Here comes Chinibwa. Always trying to run with the ball here, Muna. And here comes Angel. Good play. Ball sent into the box and has been eventually pushed out. Just picking signals. We might be doing 5 minutes of additional time in this game. And Muna might be seen as the most valuable player of this match here this afternoon. Match 18. The total yellow cards given by Latifa Daris, 4 yellow cards this afternoon. It confirms his yellow cards in the Premier League. This is the 5th match he's officiating in the Premier League. Latif Adari, here comes Muna here. Man on the 2 goals here. Squares one into the far side. So
it's quite unclear what he wanted to do there, Muna. He had Angela Wula run it into the penalty area.
Latif Adari's first game had the opportunity of giving 3 yellow cards. Karela United, the Adriana Stars. Go Stars and Hearts of Lions. He gave 4 yellow cards in that game. 11 Wonders All Blacks. He gave 4 yellow cards in the game as well. And Kotoko Bechem United 3 yellow cards. And now 11 Wonders Holy Stars. It is 4 yellow cards.
I think that from the game, there haven't actually been so many fouls. He was a bit charitable in the opening stages, not willing to flash out his cards. But just when it mattered most, he decided to give it to control the game.
Chenebois. Again, it's been stopped in his tracks now. And Boateng still sitting. Was able to come up. Here's Asante. Owusu. Possession into the box. Hardy is impeded in the box now. And it's Gadase who's just coming into the ball's into a very dangerous areas.
I think that was a poor charge there from him on the goalkeeper, but he can't begrudge him. He wanted to fight for that ball, but he went straight into the mid-rib of the goalkeeper. He had the intent not to go for the ball. He just went for the man. Can see his elbow there right into the mid-rib of goalkeeper of Painful Hardy.
Well, 2.5 minutes to go in the game here, and it will be a very important win for Wonders. Asante. And here comes Owusu. Turns in, trying to shoot with the left, goes around his player. Here comes an opportunity. Again, he's being stopped here. Player just couldn't hit the ball into a very good place. Here comes Angel. Muna has been stopped there by Moses Arthur. Here comes Boise. Another foul here by Emmanuel Boateng. As Gadase has been very much busy since his introduction into the second half. And Owusu has also been on the flanks. Just a minute and seconds to go. And summing up the performance of both teams, definitely going to be Kelvin's point to see how best these two sides are able to come out.
Can clearly understand Latif Adari telling the goalkeeper, I know there isn't too much. Just make sure you get up for the game to continue. And he's telling him, I'm going to add a lot more time to it if you delay. It's quite surprising the goalkeeper decided to just waste a lot more time. This team has been on the ascendancy.
A good play now on the flanks and on the left-hand side. Expect to see Kofi Asamoah to come up with something spectacular at Champon. And William Dankwa contributed to the first goal. William Dankwa just keeping possession. Not in a hurry to lose possession here. Wonders. very much comfortable strolling the balls just among themselves there. 10 seconds to go. And that'll be a famous win there for the home side, 11 Wonders. Here comes Asante. Well, 5 minutes of additional time already up here, and Wonders may have a free kick, probably the last action of the game. And they may want to keep it, and they may want to find a way to wrap things up this season. Desmond Champong, and this time it's been skied. Well, the flag has already gone up for an offside.
It's quite a sweet build up there, but it was always a Champong offside. Too quick.
Well, 18 games in the Premier League. This is the 8th defeat of Basake All Stars in the Premier League, and conceding 22 goals. And for 11 Wonders in the 18 games, this is your second win of the season, with 13 goals being scored. And it's been a dominant performance there from Coach Emmanuel Edu, with some tweaking to his setup in the second half and giving them the 2 goals there by Ralph Muna.
It's been a well-rehearsed game, a well-executed game. Wonderful performance. Ralph Muna with a brace there, making sure that his team backs home all the 3 points. And as much as it's going to be a long road for them, this could be the start of many good things, the start of the second round, and that is good respite.
Well, they came into the game turning the ambition into action, and they certainly have been able to succeed on that. And so it's been a lot of performance there with 9 shots there by 11 Wonders against 3. And of course, in terms of target, they had the 7 shots on target, with 6 going to 11 Wonders, 46 percentage in terms of possession, with 54 of that to Holy Stars, and 11 corner kicks there. But I tell you what, in terms of yellow card, 4 was given there by Latifa Dari. And I tell you that the story has always been the same there, with the referee being very economical with his cards there in this game. But this is the story of 11 Wonders. 2 wins in 18 games of the Premier League. 11 Wonders 2, Holy Stars 0.
In the second round of the Ghana Premier League for 11 Wonders, because they have picked up their second win of the season, beating Basake All Stars by 2 goals to 0. My name is Mutala Yakubu. This is the Ghana Premier League on TV3 and on Unia TV. Being joined by the head coach of 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Edu. Coach, first of all, congratulations to you. How does it feel to start the second round with a win? At long last, another win has come.
Thank you, my brother. Like I always say, you know, we're on a rescue mission. You understand me? Yes. And it's not over until it's over. We ended the first round with a lot of disappointments. And this time round, we regrouped and we told ourselves, come on, guys, we need to wake up and work hard.
But how would you assess the general performance of the boys today? Because it was a spirited performance, end to end from them.
Yeah, exactly so. But then I think the first half we didn't live up to expectation. So when we went back to the table, we just spoke, and then the second half when they came, I think they were alive. Yeah, they were really alive. Yes, sir.
I saw you, exchange pleasantries with Rauf Muna. Who scored the 2 goals for you? How would you describe his performance today?
Yeah, he did very well because even you remember our last game too, he did very well because he's not a striker, so he's someone that I introduced him to that new role, and I told him, guy, you know what? If you should work hard, you will make it. So, and then he made it.
It's a rescue mission for 11 Wonders. How important is this win going into the next 16 weeks?
Very, very important. Very, because it also serves as a motivational, step for us. So now they can believe that, come on, we can. So let's keep on doing.
Coach, we wish you all the best in the next 16 weeks. This is the head coach of 11 Wonders, Emmanuel Edu there. Remember that they started with 2 other managers, Odate Lamte and J.E. Sapon, have all worked for this club before Emmanuel Edu took a charge. He has won 2 games in the 18 games that they've played. But I've been joined by Coach Johnson Smith as well. He is the head coach of Basake Holy Stars. They have tasted defeat on the road, even though he's ensured that he's won some games. Today it hasn't gone well. Coach, it's not gone well for you. First of all, commiseration to you. What went wrong?
Okay, it's football. Football, you can't tell. But apart from that, we had the chances of scoring, but we misused it.
Yeah, I saw you very angry on the touchline when you were missing those chances. You called the boys. What were you telling them?
I was telling them what are they doing, because what I told them is not what they are doing. So if you can't do it, come out.
It's just one game into match day 18. Which aspects of your game needs to improve going into the rest of the season?
I think our defenders, our defenders are tired because they played all the matches. I was there when I came. They were playing all the matches, but for this time I saw them very, very tired. And that's the only defenders we have. Then the striking area, we have to build up some new players.
Now you're still in and around the relegation zone. Do you think, or do you genuinely believe that Basake Holy Stars will survive?
Yeah, really.
Coach, wish you the best. Okay, Johnson Smith is the head coach of Basake Holy Stars. Now I have the opportunity of talking to the man who was adjudged the most valuable player in today's game, Rauf Mona. Rauf, and now watch the 2 goals. But first of all, Basake Holy Stars, 11 Wonders. When you second read, one Casaneto saying.
Because I did a pedada. I wish I bring and say 2 wins. And I because one boy who Asha more goals. And I more points in Wako.
Second round, Eba started. The first round, one starting here. A dear in Casa and a course where I mind them to produce a performance way.
Motivation baby, like Penny for Nia Casabi. And yes, we are say Betty. Now I keep going. Say.
Serious. Now, one case, despite the fact say Muntimin winning and performance, I was and they watch it 2 goals. At the end, now yes, from cool trainer, a mile form no still a was rosa.
Same. Yeah, and it coaches no future or modemai. And it's the Omoka. They be so training on the Omocher and 1 year of pitching. So make sure say and why we keep on going.
Would you need some way to survive relegation?
Really, yeah, a bit more survival. Because everything is possible.
Well, everything is possible. That is Rauf Mona, 2-goal hero for 11 Wonders. He ensured that they get 3 points in today's game. It's a big one for them. I will be joined by Sheikh Tofik as we discuss the second half and what really happened in that one. All we know is that 11 Wonders have picked up their second win of the season. It's a big one for them, and definitely this will serve as a motivation going into the rest of the season. Football can be actually funny, as Sheikh Tofik told me when we were in the stands, and indeed football has been funny, Sheikh.
I told you, in fact, I think I saw it coming after the first half when we were doing the analysis. You recall I told you that the coach, Emmanuel Edu, is likely to tweak his style of play. It may not be the personnel, but it may not be the personnel, but it will be the system. And that's what he did. And in the second half, you saw it, how it worked out for them quickly. And interestingly, when they got their chances in the early minutes of the second half, they converted. And that is how come they've been able to win by 2 goals.
And your own boy, someone that you've taught before, Rauf Muna, scoring 2 goals. Even before he scored those 2 goals, he was working tirelessly for them. And the goals they scored, it didn't come by fluke. It was well-worked goals, especially the first one. Just a wall pass and it opened up for them.
I'm very happy with his development. At the time I was teaching him at Azaria Islamic in the primary school, he was very young, but he showed passion for football. So he was always training with the school team, but he was so young to play. But he showed that energy, the passion to play, and that has paid off here. He was with Young Apostles. He moved to Tama United, and now he's with 11 Wonders, and he's playing amazingly very well.
One thing I saw clearly was that when 11 Wonders scored the first goal, it looks like Holy Stars were rattled because they didn't expect to concede that early. They created all the chances in the first half, so maybe they expected it to continue in that same fashion. So they were rattled.
Football has
and they could never recover.
Yes, football has always been like that. If you don't take your chances, your opponent will take their chances and they will punish you. Look, they felt that 11 Wonders are at the bottom of the table. So we should be able to beat them. So it was pure psychology. I think Johnson Smith next time should work on the psyche of the players very well. Because I feel they underrated 11 Wonders in the first half of the game. And they felt that at any point in time in the game, the chances could come. But football is not like that. You may have the chances in the first half, but in the second half, it may go the other way. And excuse me to say, Ima, the coach of 11 Wonders, is not dumb to play the way he played in the first half for you to get the same chances again. And you saw that he closed down their number 19.
Yeah.
And he was like almost a passenger in the second half. So cut him off because he is the danger zone for the opposing team. You cut him off and you are able to convert your chances. And they did it.
Now, you have worked in football administration for long. When a team is in the relegation zone like this, how much of an importance is a win like this to actually start the second round of the season?
Absolutely amazing. You know, it works.
I just want to understand what they could do for the boys.
Okay, so it works on the psychology of the players and gives them that assurance that if we're able to win our next game, we move on to 12. So it means that the points build-up keeps increasing. And if that is the case, we will be able to escape relegation. Because we have, 17 matches to play. We've won 1. We are left with about 16 more matches to play. And if you multiply 16 by 3, we are talking about 30-something points over. So what it means is that they can still do it. They can still push and then ensure that they are able to escape the relegation. It's very difficult, very daunting. Because if you check the points gap between them and the Brekum Chelsea, who are 17th on the table, the points gap currently is 8 points. That is 3 matches to go. So they have to win the next 3 matches and hope Brekum Chelsea is unable to win those matches and they will catch up.
That is for 11 Wonders. What about Johnson Smith? They will now be closer to the relegation zone. When you are rattled by a team that you consider the weakest in the division, how do you also get your boys to come back to themselves? Because you have 16 weeks to also look forward to.
Johnson will have to do a lot in trying to let the players understand that it is over. Forget about this game. Let's concentrate on the next games that are coming. The danger is that they lost their last game to Dreams FC. They've lost this game to 11 Wonders. So they've lost 2 matches on the go, which is very serious and dangerous. And it may have the tendency of killing the mojo of the players going forward. So the coaches will have to do a lot. It's not only about what you do at the training grounds. They have to do a lot in getting the boys to come back to themselves, come back to shape, and get the mental, fortitude and the winning mentality to win their next games before they can, spark.
Well, 16 more weeks for 11 Wonders to try and see if they can escape relegation. As it stands, it looks like a mission impossible. By Emmanuel Edu and Manaf, Rauf Mana, who scored 2 goals for them, says that it can't be done. This is where we call it a wrap with our coverage of the Ghana Premier League here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. 11 Wonders beating Basake Holy Stars by 2-0. Tomorrow, we will be at the Hohoi Sports Stadium where Hohoi United will be taking on Heart of Folk. That game will be live on this channel. That that is TV3 and Onya TV as well at 3:30. So do make a date with us. My name is Mutala Yakubu. I did this with Sheikh Tofik Sieno, who works with the communications department of the Ghana Football Association. Benjamin Willie Graham and Kelvin Owusu Ansah were in commentary position. From us here, that is APL crew at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. We say have a good evening and let's meet tomorrow for the Hearts Ho United game.